Tonight, we're getting new details from investigators after a deadly shooting that happened during a music festival at the Gorge over the weekend. Plus, we'll show you local efforts to get students excited about pursuing STEM careers.
And after a gloomy, cool day, I'm tracking clearing skies and warmer weather for your first alert forecast.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Let's begin with Walla Walla County Emergency Management saying a fast-moving fire that prompted a huge response near Touchy yesterday has now burned more than 4,000 acres. That's according to the latest estimate. All of the evacuation orders were lifted this morning, but our camera crew was out there this afternoon. They say the fire is still smoldering. It took approximately 6 hours of work by multiple agencies plus state-level assistance to get containment lines around the fire last night. Still not clear how the fire started, but we do know that dry conditions and breezy, gusty wind made work difficult for fire crews out there. Now, most of the smoke that we've seen impacting air quality across the United States so far this year has actually been from massive wildfires burning out of control for weeks in Canada. Now, researchers are saying that controlled burns could reduce smoke exposure for everyone. Harvard, the Forest Service, and NOAA studied wildfire smoke exposure from 2018 to 2020. They used a computer model to look at how controlled burns would impact wildfires. The researchers say even though a planned fire does create some smoke, it's much less than an out-of-control wildfire.
So looking specifically at Washington, Oregon, and California, we find that the transport of smoke from these states has a huge impact on the rest of the states in the West. So what happens if I do prescribed burns in California? And what does that affect locally in California, but also how does that affect every other state? And we see that California, Washington, Oregon hugely affect their own state and hugely affect the other states, whereas doing it in Nevada, it's less of an impact on other states, but still important on its own.
Researchers told the Harvard Gazette that their computer models showed the most useful prescribed burns would actually be in forests west of the Cascade and Sierra mountain ranges, upwind of populated areas. Now let's talk about weather. Despite the dry conditions, it's been surprisingly cold out there. Stacey Lee joins us now with your first alert weather forecast.
Yeah, it's been a kind of stormy day. We had some rain, we had some wind, and our cool temperatures around the area. Right now, 70 in Tri-Cities. Look at this. It's 53 in Dayton, 63 right now, Walla Walla, 64 in Yakima. But good news, the weather's about to change, and we're almost officially to summer solstice. Now, we've been tracking some breezy winds, about 8 miles an hour right now in the Tri-Cities, 20-mile-an-hour winds in Toppenish, 14-mile-an-hour winds in the Ellensburg area. Gradual clearing this evening. Summer officially begins 7:57 a.m. tomorrow morning, summer solstice, and we're going to have a big warm-up heading into the weekend. Here's what our evening is looking like tonight. Again, we'll start to see those skies gradually clearing. A few clouds still lingering this evening right now, but looking much better as we move through the night. 68 at 8 in the Tri-Cities, and in Walla Walla, gradual clearing skies with a few clouds hanging around. 66 by 8. Lots to get to in your first alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Tonight, we're continuing to get new information about the deadly shooting at a campground outside the Gorge Amphitheater Saturday night. We're just learning the names of the two people killed there, 26-year-old Jocelyn Ruiz and 29-year-old Brandy Escamilla. The Grant County coroner says both women were from Seattle. And the Grant County Sheriff's Office turned the investigation over to the North Central Special Investigations Unit. So far, they haven't given any update on what happened or the suspect. One victim did speak with reporters in Seattle. Andrew Cuarda, who also goes by August Morningstar, is a jewelry maker from Eugene, Oregon. He was shot in the shoulder and now says he's worried that he might never fully regain the use of his hand. And we're learning more about a man accused of killing 4 of his neighbors in a Kellogg apartment complex Sunday night. 31-year-old Major John Kaler made his first appearance in court today, facing charges of burglary and first-degree murder. Prosecutors have not said what the motive for the killings might have been. Kaler did not enter a plea this morning. He's being held without bond, due back in court next month. Now, because of COVID-19, technology around the world changed, especially with the increased use of video communication. Even the Benton County Jail has implemented its own video communication since the pandemic, allowing digital court appearances, attorney visits, mental health consultations, and competency evaluations. According to Lieutenant Combs with the Benton County Corrections Department, this has improved efficiency and safety. It also means they don't require professionals from all around the state to come in person to the jail. Lieutenant Combs tells us the changes have been a big improvement, and they're looking to keep this technology around.
Jails usually are not at the forefront of adopting new technologies, and so we tend to kind of lag behind. Video conferencing, something been alive and thriving in the business world prior to COVID, but everybody kind of went all in on that during the COVID shutdowns, and so it was an opportunity for us to kind of get with the times.
Inmates on good behavior can also use tablets that were implemented recently. These are secure tablets that allow monitored video visitations, educational programs, books, movies, music, and other productive things to occupy time. Lieutenant Combs says this has opened up lines of communication between inmates and families in safe and secure ways, and he says they've gotten positive feedback from both inmates and jail staff. Tonight, as President Biden ramps up his re-election campaign in California, his son Hunter has reportedly agreed to a deal with federal prosecutors in regards to a tax investigation and accusations of felony gun possession. ABC's Justin Finch has an in-depth look at the case.
After a years-long investigation, Hunter Biden, President Joe Biden's sole surviving son, has reached a tentative agreement with the Justice Department. The deal calls for the younger Biden to plead guilty to 2 misdemeanor tax offenses, and he's expected to reach an agreement with federal prosecutors on the felony charge of possessing a firearm as a drug user.
It continues to show the two-tier system in America.
On Capitol Hill, fierce reaction from Republicans, accusing the Justice Department of striking a sweetheart deal with Hunter Biden.
Wanted to take 5 years to come up with these charges.
Former President Donald Trump appointed U.S. Attorney David Weiss to lead the investigation, and the Biden administration kept him in place in an effort to avoid accusations of political favoritism. And despite criticism from Republicans, Weiss, in a letter to House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan, says he was granted the ultimate authority over the Hunter Biden probe by Attorney General Merrick Garland. ABC News obtaining a copy of Weiss's 3-page response to Jordan, who requested more information on the Biden investigation. Weiss refused, citing the DOJ's obligation to ensure that we keep pending law enforcement matters separate from the sphere of politics. Investigators have been probing whether Hunter Biden paid adequate taxes on millions of dollars in income, including money he earned from overseas business dealings with China and Ukraine. As part of that tentative deal, Hunter Biden could face probation for those 2 misdemeanor tax offenses and could avoid a prison term for the gun charge if he adheres to the terms of the agreement. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Making headlines across America tonight, 4 people are dead after a fire in an electronic bike shop that spread to apartments upstairs. Now, while investigators are working to determine how this fire started, the New York City Fire Commissioner says the shop had been cited before because of lithium-ion battery safety violations, and she says it's very clear that batteries caused the fire. Lithium-ion batteries can overheat and explode while they're charging. In New York alone this year, officials say they've seen more than 100 fires and at least 13 deaths, all linked to battery explosions. Now, lithium-ion batteries have become more and more common, powering everything from cell phones to electric cars. A lot of lithium in the world is mined from countries like China. The United States is working to reduce our reliance on those foreign sources. One possible lithium mine in the U.S. would be in Nevada, just south of the Oregon border. Advocates say the $2.2 billion mine could be a key element in fulfilling President Biden's clean energy goals and making sure that Americans buying electric cars can get their full tax rebates. But environmentalists and Native American tribes are fighting to block the mine, saying it will degrade groundwater, pollute the air, and harm wildlife habitats.
I'm worried that these environmental issues and these cultural issues are directly going to affect my children, the children after that, and children after that. And to me, that's cultural genocide.
If President Biden is into lithium mining and wants to make sure that this is important and that climate justice is about turning lithium into electric vehicles, because then he should be, if true meaningful consultation is government to government, then he should come to the state of Nevada and talk to the 28 tribal chairmen that are here.
Now, earlier this year, a federal judge opted to let construction on this mine begin, even though the judge also ruled that the Bureau of Land Management broke laws about disposing of waste from the mine. Opponents have appealed that decision. The case is due back in federal court on Monday. Looking locally tonight, high school students from around the Mid-Columbia region are getting connected with jobs in the STEM industry in the first ever Tri-Cities STEM Career Academy. 15 students from Sunnyside to Burbank gathered at Kennewick High School and spent the morning building hydroelectric turbines. They also tested voltage. Through this academy, students will have the opportunity to learn directly from engineers, skilled trade workers, scientists, and conservationists. Co-facilitator Jody Henderson says our area is the perfect backdrop for an academy like this.
So we are a real energy-rich community. Hydropower, nuclear power is the backbone of our community, and we were excited about educating students about energy, electricity, how that works, and what careers are there, what career opportunities there are that they can consider.
The academy runs through Friday. Coming up tomorrow, students will have the chance to tour Benton PUD, and later in the week, it's all about cybersecurity, building solar cars and drones. There's not too much sun out there this evening. If we take a look outside in the Tri-Cities, we're seeing mostly overcast skies, and it is surprisingly cool. This is our Legends Casino camera in Toppenish. We are going to talk about your first alert forecast and when we'll see some warmer temperatures coming up. Plus, still ahead on KAPP Local News at 5, we're highlighting plans to build a new pool in Yakima, talking about when you may be able to take a dip.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Our phones keep us constantly connected. But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? To limit screen time, but not quality time. And to give us rhythm instead of algorithms. Introducing Us Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Pasco's Grand Old 4th of July celebration begins Saturday morning, July 1st at 8 with a family bike ride. July 4th Tuesday fun begins at Memorial Park with a Kiwanis breakfast at 7, and the Grand Old 4th of July parade returns with a new extended route at 10. The Camp Patriot Show and Shine at noon with a cardboard regatta at 1. And the free Grand Old 4th of July fireworks show is at Pasco Sporting Complex at 10 that evening. More activities info at PascoGO4.com. That's PascoGO4.com.
We're all here to talk about her.
Hello. We built her so we could get a family plan.
Well, with US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line.
I guess we don't need that fourth line.
This is awkward.
US Cellular, built for us.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back, everyone. Kids on the east side of Yakima have been without easy access to a public pool for years now, but they are one step closer with a new design completed for an aquatic center at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell spoke to community leaders who are pushing for this project. They say it's not just about equity, but also about kids' safety.
When kids living on the east side of Yakima go looking to cool off during the summer, their options are often take a long bus ride or a really hot walk to get to the other side of town to go to a pool, or come here to the spray park. But some choose to go just a short distance away to the Yakima River. Community leaders say many of those kids have never had swim lessons, making a trip to the river especially dangerous. They say having a public pool at MLK would likely keep them away from the river and give them a place where they could safely learn how to swim.
We got an understanding with the school district that we're going to be able to teach water safety, and so we just need to have the pool.
The new aquatic center design features multiple pools, a vortex, water slide, climbing wall, rope swing, ninja cross climbing structure, and a zero gravity entry spot for young kids.
What I understand is we still are about $2 million short, so we'll be talking about other avenues to receive those funds, looking at other grants, and sometime in the future going out to the community to ask for contributions as well. We do have a grant application site through the Yakima Valley Community Foundation. We have a fund set up there where people can donate, but the real campaign will start sometime later this year.
If all goes well, it could be open as early as summer of 2025. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
Thanks, Emily. With a fashionable bandana that says birthday boy and a gathering at Memorial Park in Pasco, the Pasco Police Department and the community celebrated the birthday of one-year-old Goose this morning. Yes, Goose is the one in the fur. He is a community service dog who goes above and beyond, helping children, adults, even some of the Pasco police officers. Officers tell us Goose definitely is not your typical police dog.
He was donated to us by Camp Doodlewoods, and Maddox Training Academy helped with his preparation for what we want him to do, which is really just be out in the community and bridging gaps between the police and the community.
Now, we've been covering Goose since the very beginning. You can find all of those stories on our website, yaktrinews.com. And hey, Pasco Police say if you see him around town, come say hi.
Now, KAPP-KVEW First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, we've had cool conditions, overcast skies, we've had wind, we've had rain, and we still have some cloudy skies out there this evening. Here's our Dust Devil Giza Stadium Tower cam. Sunrise at 5:04, our sunset tonight at 8:52. Things are going to start changing as we head into summer solstice. Temperatures very cool this evening. Right now, 64 in Yakima, 70 in the Tri-Cities, 63 in Walla Walla, 55 right now in Dayton. Here's our satellite and radar. Again, that active weather starting to taper off, but we are still seeing some cloudy skies and a few scattered showers through the Yakima Valley. We even had some thunder and lightning in Idaho, but that hasn't affected anybody in our region. Here's what's going on out of the big picture, the satellite and radar. Again, this active weather starting to move out. That cold front will move on out. That ridge of high pressure will move in and bring some sunshine, and again, gradually warming temperatures as we head into the weekend. Let's see our future cast again. Most of those showers are going to taper off this evening. We'll start to see clear skies, summer solstice officially at 7:57 a.m. So there it is, 8 a.m. We'll start to see clear skies with a very nice morning for you. In the afternoon, those winds will pick up. We'll see some cloudy skies through the Kittitas and Yakima Valley. Again, a slight chance of a stray shower, but mainly going to be dry and sunny for most of us right into Thursday. And then again, we'll see some more showers developing across the Cascades into the Kittitas Valley on Thursday. So weather is looking good going forward the next couple of days. A little bit breezy out there. Winds about 8 miles an hour in Tri-Cities, 13 in Ellensburg, 19 in Toppenish. We're going to see those winds start to pick up a little bit later this afternoon. Again, gusting anywhere from 20 to 25 miles an hour, but again, calming down as the evening moves on. Now, tomorrow we'll start to see those winds pick up in the afternoon through the Columbia Basin and the Yakima and Kittitas Valley, and even here along the foothills of the Blues. So a little bit breezy going into our Wednesday, but summer solstice is here, and this is what it looks like. Again, remember we have December, the shortest day of the year, getting ready for the longest day of the year, and that's all going to happen in the west here at 7:37 a.m. Now, the Earth's axis is tilted towards the sun, the shortest day and the longest night in the southern hemisphere. So happy summer solstice almost. Tonight, again, on the chilly side, we'll see temperatures in the 40s and 50s. 51, the warm spot, Tri-Cities. A little bit chilly in Dayton tonight at 44, 47 overnight in Hermiston, 46 in Toppenish, and we'll see 43 degrees in Ellensburg. For tomorrow, look for mostly sunny skies and those breezy winds picking up in the afternoon. Temperatures gradually coming up, barely hit 70 today. Look at that, almost 10 degrees warmer tomorrow. 77 Walla Walla, Yakima, 78 Tri-Cities, 73 for Ellensburg. Now, we did have a storm cell pass through yesterday evening. Those clouds look kind of wild. These are Mammutus clouds, and Ken sent this in and said it looked kind of creepy, scary, and it did. It did bring a couple of thunderbolts coming through the region, but very brief. It moved through pretty quickly. And then right after that, we had a double rainbow, thanks to Mark in West Richland for getting outside and snapping this beautiful double rainbow. So remember to send those weather photos to me, slee@kappkview.com. Here's what the next couple of days are looking like in Walla Walla. We'll see those temperatures climbing up to 86 by Friday. In Tri-Cities, 88 by Friday, and in Yakima, those temperatures right around 86 by Friday. I'll get to the full 7-day planning forecast coming up. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacy. The Yakima Valley Library's Bookmobile is hitting the road. This is not just for kids either. We'll show you where the Bookmobile made its very first stop next on KAPP Local News. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code. It's also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you right to our app for news and weather on demand. It's free to download and there's no subscription fee to use it. We'll be right back.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, because she's an herbivore.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Are you making these money mistakes that will
ruin your life?
Act rich, get rich.
It's new. It's gross. It's Bitcoin. Crypto, baby! Are you wondering, how am I making money? How am I traveling the world and just living my best life? Well, it's pretty easy, okay?
See what I mean? Let's talk about managing your money in real life.
Mom, get out of here!
Thank you.
Find a healthier approach to money at Gisa.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Tonight, finding the missing submarine, exploring the Titanic, racing against time, plus excessive heat warnings for millions as a possible tropical threat takes shape in the Atlantic. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
The Yakima Valley Library's brand new Bookmobile made its very first stop today at Union Gap School. The kids in that area have been without a library for years, and while there is a new library under construction that could be finished by the end of this year, for the summer, the kids will be getting their books from the bookmobile. Inside the bus, there's everything from movies to children's books to novels for adults, a little something for everyone.
Kids love the bookmobile. There's just something special about going inside the bus and getting to pick them out and then going home and showing their parents.
We just really felt that if we could get books into their hands and they could spend the summer reading and participating in our summer reading program, that would really be an exciting thing.
The bookmobile will be at the Union Gap School on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. through the end of the summer. Now, the library is still working on putting together a schedule, but they will be posting updates on their social media accounts. Well, it's been pretty cool out there for almost the start of summer. We'll have a final look at your first alert forecast when we come back. And still ahead on World News Tonight, the increasingly desperate search for a missing submersible that disappeared on a trip to see the remains of the Titanic. ABC's Gio Benitez is tracking that search, coming up at 5:30.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Down from the mountains to the valleys, the blacktop sea where the tide rolls in. Tearing up the roof now, California rally, ripping through the streets till the pavement ends. State Bronco.
Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Bronco.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Hi, I'm David Smith.
And I'm Tori Smith, local owners of Mattress Depot USA.
We both grew up in the Seattle area.
But unlike our large competitors, we still live in this community.
We do business with local manufacturers from right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Hey, we realize that your top priority is to get a quality mattress at the best possible price. And that's what we do.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Find battery tools in the AK homeowner system starting at $199.99. Real Steel. Find yours.
So, Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Elizabeth?
Hello.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $29.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh.
I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
This is awkward.
Now at US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Check this out. It is National American Eagle Day. And while there are a lot of eagles in the United States, we're specifically talking about the bald eagle. The National Day was originally intended to raise awareness for protecting our symbol of freedom, but it is now off the endangered species list, and now conservationists are still working to protect the eagle's natural habitat. So if you want to see the birds up close, the American Eagle Foundation has links to webcams like this one online at eagles.org. So cool. I love to see them in the wild.
That's right. Well, we see them a lot here in the Columbia Basin, Yakima Valley, but something addicting about those eagle camps. There's
Yes.
one in California that I watch quite a bit. So
definitely fun to look at, especially when it's a little cloudy and gray outside.
Right, exactly. And we've had that cloudy gray weather, those cool temperatures, but things are a-changing. Again, we'll have breezy winds, a little bit overcast tomorrow, but not bad. You'll have clearing skies. Look at Thursday. Lovely. Going to be gorgeous. 80s, and we trip into the 90s over the weekend. So summer weather is along the way. In Yakima as well, a little bit cooler than Tri-Cities, but again, look for nice weather, a nice warming trend heading our way into the first weekend of summer.
I can't wait. It's going to feel like summer finally.
Absolutely.
All right, World News Tonight with David Muir is coming up next. We're back tonight at 6. And of course, you can find all the latest anytime on our website, yaktrinews.com.
Have a good night.